Time now for the morning rush. We'll start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Looking at the tail end of our storm system here, so we're going to squeeze out as much as we can when it comes to today's snow showers favoring northern and western New Mexico. It'll be all about the winds as we get into central and eastern parts of our state. Overnight into tomorrow, most of those showers disappear. That is, few leftover snowflakes tomorrow morning, but I expect a lot more sunshine getting into Wednesday and Thursday. Adam?
We'll start with Sarah. APD says we'll continue on with this story. APD says the number of warm-up thefts is accelerating and it's causing even more serious crimes. Since Wednesday morning when 14-year-old Shaylee Bowling was killed, we've learned there have been 11 other warm-up thefts. APD says it's happening all over town. Since January 1st, there have already been 44. Police also say warm-up theft cars have been used in other crimes such as bank robberies. Now over to David.
Well, Adam, APS is set to break ground later this morning on a brand new school for the West Side. Now, the $50 million facility can accommodate 1,600 students in grades K through 8th. According to the district, taxpayers approved money for the school through bond and mill levy elections in 2013 and 2016. Now, the school will be built on property just north of the APS West Side Stadium near 98th and I-40. Construction is expected to be complete by summer 2018. Adam?
This morning, police are still searching for the second suspect in that crash that killed Albuquerque teen Shaylee Bowling. A warrant has been issued for 24-year-old Paul Garcia. He is now wanted for murder and other felony charges. On Friday, police arrested 21-year-old Alexis Groves. Police say a reward is being offered for information leading to Garcia's arrest. A former New Mexico congresswoman nominated by President Trump to be the new Secretary of the Air Force will soon face confirmation hearings in Congress. If confirmed, Heather Wilson will serve under the Secretary of Defense. Wilson served New Mexico in the U.S. House of Representatives from 1998 to 2009 and was on the House Armed Services Committee. Wilson is currently the president of the South Dakota School of Mines and Technology. Developing now, the son of Minnesota Governor Mark Dayton says he is doing great this morning following a health scare. The 69-year-old Democrat's expected to be back at work this morning after collapsing while delivering his State of the State speech yesterday, even hitting his head on the lectern. Governor Dayton was hospitalized last year after fainting at another event. As you head to work or school this morning, you might notice some new safety measures in place at an intersection that many consider to be dangerous. Police say since November, there have been 14 crashes at the I-25 frontage and Mountain Roads intersection across from Albuquerque High School. DOT says it's posted speed limit signs and even a flashing signal telling drivers they are approaching a stoplight. As of this morning, a driver is not facing charges in the death of a pedestrian hit while crossing the street in Santa Fe. It happened Sunday night on Cerrillos Road. Police say a man who was likely selling jewelry was walking across the street and was hit and killed by a car. He was not in the crosswalk. Police say tests show the driver was under the legal limit for alcohol, but their investigation is still underway. The Rio Rancho police chief will soon be stepping down. City officials say Chief Michael Geyer is resigning, for personal reasons. He has been the chief since 2014. Before that, he served 20 years with the Albuquerque Police Department. Deputy Chief Paul Rogers will serve as chief until a permanent replacement is found.
And millions of Americans are bracing for more severe weather today as nor'easter continues to move up the East Coast. The system hammered much of the mid-Atlantic and Northeast yesterday. It will continue to do so today, bringing powerful winds, heavy rain, flooding, and even snow. It also triggered power outages and flight delays yesterday, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Do you know here at home, we too are dealing with some snow up over the north and west. Albuquerque, there's a chance we see just an isolated shower get in here, but that Metro Threat Index is up to a 5, mainly because the cold temperatures down close to 20 degrees compared to yesterday, and those breezy conditions out of the west hitting us at about 15 to 25 miles per hour. Gusts close to 40 here in the metro this afternoon. Adam?
New this morning, a big win for Snapchat. A judge dismissed claims that blamed Snapchat's speed filter for a highway crash. Snapchat's attorney had argued that a loss would have set a dangerous precedent and opened a floodgate of lawsuits against everyone from cell phone manufacturers to billboard advertisers that could cause a driver to be distracted. New facts this morning: testing for obstructive sleep apnea, a condition which can block breathing, may soon be a whole lot easier. According to a new study in the Annals of Internal Medicine, simpler home sleep tests were as good as expensive lab stays when it came to diagnosing patients. Soon, Australia could go high-tech at an airport. The country is making plans to use biometric technology instead of old-fashioned passports. Travelers would go through security by screening eyes, facial features, and fingerprints. And the idea here is that it'll make travel more efficient, but some opponents say the technology is still not good enough yet to keep travelers safe.
All right, let's get a check on that Tuesday morning commute. Good news is nothing major to slow you down. We actually look like we're moving at posted speeds across the entire metro. Those of you out in the foothills, just make sure to tack on a few extra minutes. Had some light snow move in overnight, likely still dealing with some wet streets out there.
On to this morning, a new engaging exhibit is heading to Hobbs later this week. It'll show visitors exactly how dinosaurs moved. The Western Heritage Museum will open its Dinosaur Discoveries exhibition on Thursday. Using a variety of fossils, computer simulations, and models, visitors can see what dinosaurs looked like, how they behaved, and the way they walked. The exhibit continues through mid-May.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, pretty cool.
All right, time now for the 5 facts. We'll start with number 5. 3 Bernalillo County workers are heading to Houston to help with Super Bowl security. Bernalillo County officials say the team will help handle the crowd of about 80,000. They were specifically requested by Houston officials because of their experience with large crowds like those at Balloon Fiesta.
We know large crowds. Number 4, students preparing to graduate in just months from New Mexico colleges and universities are likely eyeing a new study by the U.S. Department of Education showing just how much grads earn a decade after their freshman year. At the top of the list, New Mexico Institute of Mining and Technology, with graduates earning an average of $54,000. UNM grads make about $35,000. You can see the whole list on the KRQE News app. Number 3, as lawmakers return to the work at the Roundhouse this morning, New Mexico's AG is warning about proposed spending cuts. Hector Balderas says recommendations from the governor and legislature would, among other things, gut the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, leaving the community vulnerable to child predators. He claims he could have to cut 20 to 30% of his staff. We'll keep you posted. We'll move on to number 2 this morning, and there, a proposal to stop APD from investigating its own officer-involved shootings is now heading to the full city council for a vote. Right now, the city uses a multi-agency task force, but an APD detective takes the lead in the investigation. Albuquerque City Councilor Pat Davis believes that's a conflict of interest. His bill calls for an outside law enforcement agency to take the lead instead.
At number 1, looking at breezy to windy conditions today across central and eastern New Mexico. Strongest winds in and around the Sacramentos. Everybody much colder, down 20 degrees here in the metro with some lingering snow up to the north and west. Drier and cold again tomorrow.